You have to be the giver of your own happiness. You cannot depend on them to give you happiness. What is up, guys? Welcome to yet another episode of Kicking It with Manny. On today's episode, I wanted to talk to you guys about why a relationship does not guarantee happiness. And I wanted to share some thoughts that is going to make you think a little bit deeper before getting into a romantic relationship. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe for more episodes like this. And if you enjoy the content, hit the like button and let's dive into today's episode. Before we get into a relationship, a lot of people go into a relationship needing something. We go into a relationship, we want this, we want that, we want this, we want that. And as much as this is not a negative thing, it's a really negative mindset to have if you are wanting a healthier and a much more happier and a long-term relationship. Because people go into a relationship expecting things to be given to them that they should be given to themselves. Like, for example, someone will go into a relationship, like a friend will go into a relationship needing somebody to validate the person that they are, which is a very wrong concept. And sometimes we tell ourselves, I don't do that. I'm not that kind of person. But see, when you review the track record of relationships that they have been in the past, you can see one trend that has not changed. It's constantly, I'm needing this, and they expect the other person to give that to them. And the biggest thing, the number one thing about a relationship that we have to think about is that you are going into that relationship to serve the other person. Before you even will serve someone, you have to serve yourself. You have to be the giver of your own happiness. That person cannot be the reason why you are happy. They can add value. They can complement your life. They can complement the happiness that you already have, but you cannot depend on them to give you happiness. You cannot depend on them to motivate you. You cannot depend on them to make you feel a certain way. You have to feel that way for yourself first before you get into that relationship. Because if you are happy in yourself, if you are successful, if you are driven, if you have life going on for you, you would tend to not just settle for anything that comes your way, right? I would think so, because now you are on this level. You don't want to be in a relationship with someone on this level. They can evolve once they get here. Then you guys can have a conversation. And we sometimes, because of appearance, because of what a person looks like, we feel like, man, this person has a nice body. This person looks pretty. This person have nice muscle. Whatever your attraction is, you get blindsided by that. You get blindsided. They look good. They speak good. They smell good. They're funny. And I like this person. When you get into a relationship with them, you realize, whoa, like, I mean, you're pretty and all that, but like, you ain't all that. That's the fact about life. That's the fact about what is out there in this day and age. With this day and age, the dating climate, the relationship out there in this day and age, that is what we look for. And a lot of people say, we are all about looks. We are men. Of course, we like what we like. But the bottom line is, men in this day and age, we have to level up more. We have to be more than just looks. We have to be more than just, I like this person, or I'm having emotions and feelings for her because she is pretty, because she has a nice booty, because she has nice boobs, because she's fine, whatever you describe. But the bottom line is that a man or a woman, it doesn't make any difference. We have to know ourselves. We have to be happy in ourselves. We have to be complete in ourselves. We have to have our own goals, our own passion, our own things that we enjoy before we get into a relationship with someone, so that we don't need and we don't go into a relationship need, want. No. We have to take inventory of yourself. Look at the relationship that you have been in the past. Look at every one of those relationships, if you can recall each one of them. Sit down with yourself and think deeper. If it will even help, take a break from dating, from relationship. I know you feel lonely or whatever, but it pays to work on yourself. It pays to build yourself up. It pays to know who you are. It pays to know what you bring to the table. You cannot continue on that same journey of making mistake after mistake, expecting things that you are not even about. You are expecting things to be working out for you in a way that you are not doing them for yourself. So, a relationship will only become better for you if you know who you are, if you know your value, if you know what you bring to the table, if you know what you will accept and what you will not accept. You will be very selective with the things and the people that you allow into your life. The people who take up your time, the people who take up your effort, the people you spend your money on, they should not be just anyone who is just wasting the time, your resources, your life, your energy. You should want a lot more than that. You should get to a stage in your life where you are very selective. You should get to a stage in your life where you know what you are about. You know the type of person that you are. You know your worth. You know your value. You know the substance that you bring to the table. And you should never accept anything below that standard. I'm sorry to say this, but that is the reality. See, if you continue accepting breadcrumbs, mediocre, average relationships, you will continue to have average relationship, average lifestyle, average way of being, and even average happiness. Reach a point in your life where you deserve more than that. You look at yourself in the mirror and say, "Look, I deserve more. I want more. I want to be a better version of me before that relationship." See, when you build yourself up, when you know what you are about, when you have a higher self-worth and higher self presentation of yourself, you don't need anyone. You are happy in you. You are successful in your endeavors. You got life going on for you. You walk with confidence. When you have these things ironed out, boy, life is good. I had to learn the hard way, and it sucks. It sucks to be able to go through that cycle multiple times, but I went through a lot of cycles. I went through dealing with a lot of different breakups from different extremes, from different levels, and each and every one of them, after I took inventory of everything that happened, I realized I was at fault most of the time because I didn't know who I was. I felt like I knew who I was. I tried to create that identity. This is who I am. But see, when you dive deep into becoming a better version of yourself, you realize that there are so many different layers to you that you have not even tapped into. You have not even tapped into your full potentials. You have not even tapped into the passion. You have not even tapped into the person that you are or the person that you are destined to be yet. This is just a fraction of who you are destined to be. And there is so much more to your life than a relationship. There is so much more that you can do with your life right now that a relationship needs to be on a break right now. A relationship needs to not be a priority of yours. A relationship needs to be the last thing on your menu. The number one thing is you. Working on you, becoming a better version of yourself, Elevating your standard and evolving as a person will make you know who you are, will make you reinvent yourself. And when you do that, you will accept a quality relationship. You will accept a quality person. You will be able to have quality in your life. This is the one thing that I want to share with you guys, and I hope you guys will gain some value from this, because I know it's like you're hearing this, but maybe play it back again. Hear the things that you tell yourself. Hear the picture that you have of yourself, the identity of who you are. And that person deserves more. That person is not a needy person. That person is not a person of average standard. That person is built with greatness. That person is very successful within. They are happy in who they are. They are very focused. They are very centered. They are very present. And when they show up, the things that you will attract when you begin to elevate your standards, you will be surprised. See, you have never experienced an extraordinary you yet. You are still growing. Give yourself room to keep growing. Allow yourself to continue to learn as you go. But see, when the relationship happens, when the person comes your way and they align with you, you will know. You will know from here. It will feel right just because you have worked on yourself enough and you know who you are and what you are about. So guys, work on yourself first before you work on any relationship. Know who you are first before any relationship. Know what you bring to the table. Know what you are about. Know the kind of standards that you have for yourself before you get into a relationship. Have a clear vision, have a clear picture, have a clear understanding of the person that you are, of what you are about, of the things that you deserve. Know these things before you get into a relationship so that you don't go into a relationship needing someone. You don't go into a relationship crying for their attention. You don't go into a relationship needing them to look your way. You don't go into a relationship needing them to fill a void in you. You are a complete person first before that relationship. This is what I want you guys to take from this episode. When you know this, when you build that person up, you will be so much better off and you will be able to accept higher quality relationship into your life. And I do hope this episode resonates with you. I do hope this episode brings some value. I'm speaking with you like family, a family who cares, a brother who cares. And I've made these mistakes. I've known what it has cost my life and I have learned from it. I am grateful and I want to be that shortcut for you so that you can also learn and gain something from it. So guys, thank you very much for checking out this episode. I appreciate you for rocking with me and for sitting throughout this entire episode. If it brings some value to you, I do want to thank you again. If it brings some value to you, make sure you drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I want to know what you think about this. I want to know what resonates with you. I want to know how you feel about this, okay? And I want to be able to share my thoughts with you as well. Thank you very much for checking out this episode. If you enjoyed that, hit the like button, drop a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already for more episodes like this. And guys, thank you again, and I will see you in the next episode.